Kathleen Cepelka, who's the superintendent of schools in the Archdiocese of Milwaukee, is visiting with us for a few minutes here at NCEA. And a lot of the work she's done as the recipient of the Monsignor John Meyers Award has to do with revitalization. So I'm going to ask you to talk a little bit about your revitalization work and what's going on in Milwaukee and how it may be applicable to other Catholic school situations.
Thank you. First of all, I would say that the most important thing I think that we are doing in our schools office in Milwaukee is working on governance structures in schools or with schools that will combine schools or that will allow schools to develop new models, moving them into the future. For example, we have several cities in our archdiocese that have multiple schools, none of which in itself is able to be sustainable. But we're creating or working with the local people to create what we call regional schools that will combine schools made up of several sites into one or two site schools with a shared governance model. Together, synergistically then, these schools are stronger than the sum of the parts would have been had they remained as single schools. That's one effort that we're undertaking right now.
Now, when you do that, how does it involve the parishes? How does it involve the parents? How do you bring everybody sort of into the fold?
Absolutely. One of the things we've learned is that this has to be a ground-up effort, that it cannot be something that is imposed even by subtle directive from an authority. And so by we I mean my team of associates and myself, and sometimes with outside consultants, but not always, will get involved with local schools, local parish councils, and begin an assessment process, a visioning process, helping these 3 or 4 or 5 or even 10 schools and parishes to get a sense of what it is they would like to see in their future regarding Catholic education. From this visioning effort comes a sense of bringing people together then to form self-determined interest committees whereby they can work on one particular aspect of that vision and begin to develop a plan for designing and eventually implementing a new model.
Does it increase the is one of the ideas sort of to grow the opportunities for the students by sort of putting them in a combined situation?
Absolutely. That's one of the intended and sometimes the unintended outcomes of this process, that by bringing resources together, staff, physical resources, facilities, and financial resources, students are going to be the beneficiaries. So for example, there might be a shared teacher among several sites, or if the sites are combined, a very strong full-time teacher could be hired for that site, where in another scenario that might not have been possible.
All right. Well, thanks so much for talking with us
You're
today.
most welcome. Thank you.
Thanks.